Well, in this section we will learn about chemical reactions coupled to electron transfer. So, as you know, in a reversible electron transfer process, the product forms are stable on the time scale of the experiment. What does it mean? This indicates that the product formed in the forward electron transfer process, is fully available for the backward electron transfer process, and the CB plot in such cases will give you reversible cyclic photometric plot in the with comparable current density. Basically, the ratio of the peak current in the forward and the backward process will be 1, and there will be a peak separation of 59 by n millivolt. But however, this is not in real case. What if the product formed in the forward process is not stable on the time scale of the experiment, and the product of the forward process undergo some chemical reaction, that is, the RED form will produce the product Z via some chemical reaction. Now, this Z is a product from chemical reaction, and which, unlike the RED, can no longer be converted back directly to the starting material, that is the ox, by electron transfer process. Now, since this RED to Z, this chemical reaction, there must be some rate constant. For any chemical reaction, there will be rate constant. Say Kc is the rate constant, and the value of the Kc will determine how fast the red reacts to form Z. We will see, if Kc is very high, then the RED species will immediately convert it to Z. Thus, there will be no RED species left to produce ox by reverse electron transfer process. Thus, the process will be, overall process will be an irreversible one. And you can see the nature of the cyclic voltammetry analysis plot in the for a irreversible case. You can expect the cathodic peak here during the reduction. However, since there is no RED left for the reverse electron transfer process, there will be no anodic peak. If Kc is small, or if even Kc is 0, then the redox couple will be chemically reversible on the time scale of the experiment. What does it mean? If the rate constant of this chemical reaction is very small, then that RED species form will be converted back by the electron transfer process to the ox species before it can undergo chemical reaction. Now, it will depend on the value of the rate constant. If the rate constant value is too small, then it will be a complete reversible process. If the value is small, then it will be close to chemical reversible process, Now, we will consider what if the Kc is an intermediate value. For intermediate value of Kc, the couple will have limited chemical reversibility. So, in the CV plot, you can get the cathodic peak. However, during the reverse electron transfer process, you will get anodic peak, but the current intensity will not be same. So, what we saw here, if Kc is small, very small, then it will be a reversible CV plot. If Kc is very high, it will be an irreversible CV plot. If Kc has some intermediate value, then the nature of the CV plot will be like this. It will have one cathodic peak, it will have anodic peak, but the peak current ratio will deviate from the reversible one. Okay. So, we will see here chemical reactions coupled with electron transfer process. So many combinations of such electron transfer and chemical reaction is possible, and we will use some shorthand to identify those. So here E stands for electron transfer, R stands for reversible, C stands for chemical reaction, I stands for irreversible. So we will first see ERCI mechanism. So in ERCI mechanism, it follows like an electrochemically reversible electron transfer followed by a chemically irreversible process. Now the product formed in the chemical irreversible reaction, that is Z, is electrochemically inactive in the scanned potential range. That means it will have no effect on the cyclic voltammetry plot that you will get. Now we will understand the nature of the cyclic voltammetry plot for this process under different scan rate. So let's consider first slow scan rate. Slow scan rate means you are changing the potential from the starting to the end potential at a very slow rate. As you know, the unit of scan rate is volt per second. So 1 volt per second is a slow scan rate compared to 10 volt per second. Now at a slow scan rate, enough time pass between the initiation of the reduction of the ox species and complete conversion of the RED to Z via the chemical reaction. Enough time pass, enough time lapse. That is why no return oxidation peak you can see in the cyclic voltammetry plot. Basically, at very slow scan rate, the RED formed has enough time to undergo chemical reaction and produce the electrochemically inactive species Z. So there will be no RED species left for the reverse oxidation and no oxidation or anodic peak, or you can expect a very less intense anodic peak in the cyclic voltammetry plot. But once again, condition apply that the rate constant of the reaction is not too small. The second case, when the scan rate is very fast. So for faster scan rate, the follow-up step can be outrun. That is, the RED whichever formed in the forward step is available for the backward electron transfer process. Now it will always depend on the value of the Kc. You can expect a complete reversible cyclic voltammetry plot if the value of Kc is too small and the scan rate is a fast scan rate. And as you know, as you can see here, in that case the peak current ratio will be 1 and the peak potential separation will be 59 by n millivolt. Now we will see for intermediate scan rate. So between the extremes of the slow and fast scan rate, the value of the peak current in the reverse process, in the anodic peak current and the cathodic peak current will increase from 0 to 1 with increasing scan rate. In this plot you can see the third one. Here the rate constant value is at 10 per second, and cyclic voltammetry analysis you can see at different scan rate from 1 volt per second to 10 volt per second. Now with increasing scan rate, definitely the peak current will increase. This is because increasing scan rate means the thickness of the diffusion layer is very small. That is why you can expect an increase in peak current. Okay, so with increasing scan rate you can see the peak current increases, but not the peak current ratio. As you can see here, at 1 volt per second at slow scan rate, the cathodic peak is there, but the anodic peak current intensity is diminished. With increasing scan rate, the anodic peak current intensity is increasing. That is, between the extremes of the slow and fast scan rate, the value of the reverse peak, that is the anodic peak, to the cathodic peak is increasing. At extreme slow scan rate, the value is 0. At extreme fast scan rate, it behaves reversibly and the value is 1.